all this shit out of here. God, freaking damn it. Ah, step on the nail. Damn you, cat.
What did I fucking do?
I use this place to drink.
Turn on the lights.
Sorry, I've been camping out here since we got another lockdown.
Now the lights hurt my eyes. I'm sensitive. My green eyes.
I told you to turn it off. Jeez.
You know, each day as I get older, I notice that my green eyes become very sensitive. I get the feeling that when I'm old, I'm gonna have hitmen have those little round glasses. I'm gonna have that when I'm like 50.
Yeah.
You fuckers don't care. Fuck all of you. Anyway.
My drinking room. I need it to drink. Yeah.
Who cares? We're leaving anyway.
Yeah. Also, no one likes it when people pretend to be drunks.
Okay,
Anyway.
so let's do this one more time to the road.
No.
Anyway,
To the comfy CouchCast, I am the trenchman who is, I don't know, but who are all you people? Are you illusions or are you real this time?
I'm CatBit. 2020 was the worst year to ever happen.
I'm Random Heary. 2020 is the worst year so far.
I'm Shane, and 2021's good because Caillou got canceled. So if everyone's like 2021's so, I'm like, I don't care. It's only good because Caillou died. Oh, bitch.
Caillou finally succumbed to his disease.
Literally, I think that was the
Canadianism.
I think that was the first thing I tweeted in 2021 because I noticed that they said #Caillou was a thing again. I was wondering, well, what's up with this? And they said that it was canceled. And I'm like, hey, 2021 ain't bad so far.
I'm surprised he lasted that long.
I am too.
To be honest, like a lot of PBS kids shows, like the ones that I saw when I was like incredibly young, I was shocked to see that they were still.
I mean, I can understand that Arthur is still around. I can understand because Arthur is pretty good for kids, but like Caillou, how the fuck did he stick around? Everyone hated him.
I think people watched him out of
my theory.
Parents that just put anything on for their kids.
No, my theory was like they had Caillou on just as like to teach people, hey, here's a show to teach you not to raise a bastard child, and like they show Caillou. But I get the feeling it's like the Scott Pilgrim effect where they took it the wrong way.
I remember like when my folks drove us to like help to like keep an eye on like one of my mom's friends as kids, like they were watching PBS Kids, and I was shocked to see the like fucking cyber chase was still a thing.
Yeah, apparently that's still a thing too.
I thought it was like one of those shows that was good, but ended for like 3 seasons.
I feel like they kept him around because they just want to keep having Gilbert Gottfried in the recording room.
They had him read like 50 Shades of Grey just to make sure everything was okay, and before they started, so everyone has this like disturbed sound in their voice. And then I said clitoris.
I thought for a second you're referencing that scene in episodes where like the contestant has to listen to Gilbert Gottfried read a book. I was like, oh, I know that episode from episodes.
Caillou was played by Gilbert Gottfried.
Oh God, no.
When I was a kid, I used to have imaginary images of Caillou's head blowing up like a balloon because I hated him so much as a kid. Not even trying to be funny, like I was legit being serious. I was like, I hate Caillou, and I've always imagined like his head blowing up. And
I remember like this one time, like
you to deserve your ire.
Exist.
Shit, he was just a little asshole, and like I remember that you as a kid just thought he was annoying and horrible to hang out with. Like I'd rather hang out with Charlie Brown than Caillou, because at least Charlie Brown was a cool bald person. But Caillou's a bald bitch.
Little shit.
How about you just hang out with Lil Bill?
Little Bill is a little asshole.
What are you talking about? He's got a really cool hamster named Elephant.
Little Bill's a fucking dumbass little shit. Can't tell the difference between different animals. Who would name their animal after a different animal that's completely different? You clever, Little Bill? Little bitch? Little ball bitch?
I would only hang out with Little Bill just so I can like hang out with like his hamster.
Yeah, guess what? His hamster's dead.
Because like I don't know why. I only watched Little Bill as a kid because I thought that hamster's cool.
What is his hamster? Wait, he had a hamster?
Yeah, he had like a little hamster. He had a little hamster ball. And he was just walking around like a little G. He was awesome.
Oh, was it like in Malcolm in the Middle where Dewey had that pet hamster, and the pet hamster had to run away and like Dewey stuck him in a hamster ball full of food, and like if you notice throughout the series, you actually see the hamster ball in the background.
Oh my god. I miss you guys so damn much.
Yeah, I miss you too.
I miss you.
I miss booze.
Also, hamsters are stupid. I would rather have a ferret because at least ferrets live for a long time. Like, hamsters, they only live for, 3 years?
I say, like, the worst pet to own would have to be, like, goldfish, because, like, most of the goldfish that I used to get from, like, PetSmart when I was, like, really young, like, they would just die within a month or a week.
That explains it, because PetSmart sucks.
Well, oh, CatBit, I want to tell you something.
Yeah?
You know what's another omen for 2020?
What's another omen for 2020?
You remember that tumor fish I had?
What?
He died!
What? I'm sorry.
Okay, so I had a giant ass goldfish who wouldn't die, and he was covered in tumors. I don't know how he was still living. But he kept going on. He finally died.
Yeah, I remember. Didn't you show me a picture of the fish and his eyes look like when The Last of Us with the fungus zombies? He looked like that thing.
Yeah, he finally died. It's been 6 years.
Damn, 6 years.
The longest a goldfish I had lasted was 2 months. How the hell did that thing last for 6 years?
I don't know. I think he's got the virus from Resident Evil.
A lot of my animals always live longer than their lifespan should have been. I had a ferret named Rufus, and I think the lifespan of a ferret is 8 or 9 years. But Rufus, he was I'm gonna live a little extra longer. The thing was that he wasn't destroyed, or how when your pet's old, they just refuse to move and they become deaf.
Mm-hmm.
Rufus wasn't really like that. I mean, he was deaf, but his breed is known to be deaf, so that's okay. But yeah, he lived for an extra few years.
You know what I say was the worst pet to own, in my opinion?
Yeah.
What?
I had these pet geckos when I was 10, but the pet store gave this incredibly sick one that infected the rest of the geckos, and they all died one by one each week.
Oh,
Jesus!
Dude, that reminds me of this one time when we went to PetSmart. And by the way, never get fishes from PetSmart because they're always sick. Just never get fishes from PetSmart. Just get them from Petco or anything
or
else.
anywhere else.
Just never buy animals from PetSmart in general.
Yeah.
Don't buy animals. Remember, kids, just don't buy animals because you will never feel loved.
Shut up, liberal. Anyways, I once got these fishes, and they look really cool. And then, I think 3 days later, a lot of our fishes were either eaten or killed and died from poisons because I think the fishes in the fish tank always have these diseases that you can't tell because they're fishes, and then they died.
I remember there was one point where scientists out of nowhere just said hey, we're doing surgery on fish now, so if you love your goldfish so much, just bring it to us and we'll give it surgery.
Imagine putting $6,000 into a goldfish.
Also, how's it gonna work? Fishes are super tiny. You can't have little tiny hands.
Also, how are you gonna do surgery on him? Are you just gonna put a little hose in his mouth, pump water in there?
I feel like it's gonna be that
same
same.
flatlining. You just use your pinkies and just 1, 2, 3.
You know what I like to imagine? It's is that in that episode of Rick and Morty where they're trying to do a surgery on squiggly pimples or something, and they're scalpel, mini doctor, mini scalpel. It's just your tiny doctor for the fish.
Mini doctor.
And now I'm just thinking that. I'm just thinking that vet surgeon from The Simpsons when he was giving the hamster CPR.
Oh yeah, clear, doctor. He's gone. This is part of the job I really hate. The freaking trash can has a little basketball hoop.
You know what? Maybe I should have taken Dyson there sooner.
Your fish name was Dyson?
Yeah.
It's a cool name. I had a fish named Bowser, and he was a beta fish, and we had him on this cool little fish tank that you can hang on the wall. But the thing is, they always die for some reason. Also, if you try to put them with other fishes, they're really aggressive because beta fish are real assholes.
Oh yeah, I remember not knowing this. I remember I got 2 beta fish, and I got 3 of them, and I put them all in the tank, and no one told me you're not supposed to put them together.
Yeah,
because I bought all of them because I felt bad because they put them in these tiny ass containers.
I'm realizing that they're huge aggressive douchebags, honestly.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I had probably 11 till we just gave up, and I kept calling him Bowser. Because, I think I had, a Bowser phase. No, actually, no. I remember Smash Bros. Came out. I remember playing Bowser a lot when I was a kid. And I'm I want to name this fish Bowser. So I had a first fish named Bowser. And
Then
another one.
Bowser 2.
Yeah, so Bowser Jr., Bowser 3rd, then I got all the way up to Bowser the 11. I just said, you know what, fuck it, these fish suck anyway, they always die all the time.
I think the lesson here is just don't buy fish in general unless you're gonna eat them.
I mean, I wouldn't really eat my pet fish. I'm the kind of person that I raise goats. I'm not gonna eat them because I would feel really guilty.
No, I'm not saying like buy pet fish, and like I'm saying like the only fish you're better off buying are like the ones from the supermarket.
Unless you got a sanctuary for fish, like get them for that. Because I think like selling fish as like pets is really cruel.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I never got to finish my beta fish story.
Oh yeah, finish your beta fish story.
So I remember we got these beta fish. I put them in like the little tank, and I was just about to get the filter. So I go in the other room to get it out, and I come back in, and they're all ripped apart, all three of them.
Oh my god. It's like a scene from a TV show.
Yeah, that's how it felt.
Yes, Naruto, a TV show.
For some reason, like I'm just thinking like that one image of like a seal. Like when you brought that up, I'm just thinking like this one image of like the seal just like ripping a chunk off of off the head of a sunfish. It's like the funniest image to me. I don't know.
Can I see it?
Yeah, I'm posting it right here.
Oh damn.
That looks fake.
Look at this sunfish. Show it up on screen. Look at his eyes. He's like, he's got like freaking Homer Simpson eyes.
I think it's also known that fish don't feel pain, so.
That's right.
That would do any of us.
I remembered. Yeah, I thought about that when I was watching that animated film Paddock, and thinking like, how come these fish have pain, but in real life they don't?
I think it's like fish are really stupid, and that's probably the reason why.
So they're essentially like Beavis and Butthead.
No, I don't know. I thought it's because they're so depressed they just feel nothing. Because I feel like being a fish is depressing.
That's pretty gay.
I feel like the weird thing though is like how it works is like fish are like the dumbest animals out there, but you always have like scientists saying that like if you eat fish, like it improves your brain or something.
But fish are good.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I like sushi.
The only fish I enjoy are like sushi, fillet of fish, and like shrimp.
I like crab.
I like eating salmon.
Oh yeah, salmon's pretty good.
Salmon is good.
Mm-hmm. You know, if you know how there's those restaurants where you have to eat the fish live, would you feel bad? You know that the fish don't feel pain, but would you still just think, I feel bad eating right in front of this guy?
Kind of, because I remember there was like a pizza joint that had fish, and someone ordered anchovies and they were eating it right outside the tank, and I'm like looking at the guy like,
bruh,
do you think
it's like in fancy restaurants, right, where they have the lobsters?
Oh yeah.
Or in like Kmart's where they would have it outside the store and be like, any word from the governor yet?
Oh, I remember those. I have those.
Oh yeah. I always feel bad for the lobsters in the tanks where they're just cramped together in one really tiny tank with the rubber bands. I always feel horrible just looking at it.
Yeah,
like they're in monster prison.
Those poor lobsters don't deserve that fate, honestly.
They don't. Except for the lobster and Family Guy who said to Chris he was going to pinch his girlfriend's nipples.
God damn.
Not his nipples.
He was like, hey, babe. Yo, bro, this one going to do to your girlfriend's nips. Kill that one.
Kill that one.
I say, for me, the only pet in general that, lived long, but, I had to give them away. It's, I remember I had two dogs and, I had two dogs and one cat. The cat we had to give him away when we were moving up here to Canada.
I remember you told me that. That's the saddest story.
Yeah, I remember that. I'm sorry.
One of the dogs, we had to give her away because when I was 8 years old, I had this mini schnauzer, and let's just say my mom just got fed up and just dumped it to somebody else because one day when I returned from school, I looked at the basement. There was a chunk missing from one of the walls, and the dog was just looking at me with this hateful glare.
I'll go.
It destroyed the bed. It destroyed the sofa. It ripped chunks off of it ripped off chunks of the wall, and it even destroyed and it even flipped over the TV.
Oh my god. Was your dog a raging alcoholic?
It took the house, it took the kids, everything.
Another one was like I was like we were living in these houses that like forbid people from owning pets, and like I had this mini beagle, and like let's just say like when we were trying to take her to the park, like she was trying to like pop her head out like the backpack, and like me trying to like get her off the road like before like the car, and like I almost got ran over by a car because of it.
Jesus.
And let's just say when like the dog, and let's just say when like I saved the dog's life, like the fucker just bit my arm, and like we had to give her away that day because of it.
Oh man.
Little bastard. It's like, I saved your life, you little shit. Show me some love.
No.
The cat Jack was like that because we had to give him an operation, and he didn't like being in that little bag, and I felt bad, but we had no choice. And I remember he was like kept poking his head out, and he was like going like, ah! I was just like, I'm sorry, Jackie boy, I can't help it. Yeah. Then we had to put like the little cone on his head, which only lasted for a week, but it felt like a turning because he was a little asshole about it.
I feel like for me though, it's like the only pet that I ever liked in general was like owning a cat, and it was like the first time I like the one I had was like the first time I ever had one. Honestly, if I ever decide to move out, like I genuinely want to get another one.
Yeah, cats are always nice pets, even if they're little bastards, but I like it better when they're just kind of like little humans in a way.
I say like the one detriment about owning a cat is like you can't keep the doors closed, otherwise they just go like
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I have a cat too. Like his name's Casper. He's awesome, but he does that to me all the time. It's because, and he only wants me when I'm busy. And like whenever like I do have time for him, I'm like, "Hey Casper, want to hang out?" He just like ignores me.
Dude, my cat Jack is the same exact freaking thing. Like literally, I was like drawing something, and he's like, I'm like, I'm busy, and it's like, okay, I'll give you a little love and affection. And then I was like, okay, get out of my room. And then when I was done, I was like, hey Jack, wanna play? And he just looks at me like, no, fuck you. I was like, what the hell? It's like a cycle. It's like okay, you're not gonna love me, I'm not gonna love you. It's like, okay, you're not gonna love me, well, I'm not gonna love you either. And then it just repeats over and over again.
It sucks, like because I'm busy a lot nowadays.
Yeah.
And like every time he wants to hang out, I'm like always working.
My dogs like avoid me now because like they're just so bored with everything, but they don't want to hang out with me. It's like, no offense, we're not that desperate for companionship.
All right, I was on the phone almost ready to call someone to check on those dogs.
No, they're just bored. It's like, dude, you're so boring. All you want to do is go on walks and stuff. And it's like, no, we need something fulfilling. It's like, dude, dogs.
All right.
This is why if I ever have my own house, I'm just gonna get pet turtles, because at least they're chill. They're not little dickheads.
I know there was like this one person that I follow called Game Apologist. Like we had him on as a guest like last year. Like I remember like the only thing that like I would either talk to him about is like I remember like I found this one tweet of like somebody scrubbing their turtle with a tooth, like their pet turtle shell with a toothbrush, and like it was just like shaking, like so it was shaking its little ass like back and forth.
I've seen that. That's cute.
Aww.
Like I showed it to him, he's like
good and clean.
Like I showed him the video, and was like, "Hey, I thought of you when I saw this," and it was like a fun conversation with him because of it.
That turtle was actually really horny. So you're like showing him a horny turtle. Pervert.
Just, I feel like if I had like an opportunity to get more pets, here's what I would do: just cats and rats. Cats and rats. It's a win-win.
Cats and rats. Cats and rats.
I feel like that. I would feel bad for all the rats.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
They're gonna live in harmony, and I'm gonna make them.
You will live in harmony,
yeah.
or else I'll fucking kill you.
Hey guys, guess what? It's been 2 years since we had this shitty podcast, and nothing has changed.
It's still going on.
Yeah, I thought we would end it in like a month. Because we're just so goddamn stupid, and we're too stupid to be in a podcast. You know that saying, we're like good for radio? We're not. We suck.
I think that we're also doing this kind of like as a revenge for Howard Stern.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we're now like more anti-radio than him.
I think that Howard Stern, you piece of shit.
Yeah, that's for giving me a dirty look on the street.
That's for what you did to Bob. That's for what you did to
Billy West.
Yeah, Billy West the other day.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Howard Stern.
But yeah, 20 years. No, fuck! 2 years!
2 years.
We should have been canceled.
Yeah, we should have been canceled, honestly.
I feel like the funnier thing is like this is the longest podcast that I've been into, like because I used to be in 2 podcasts before this. Like one of them got we don't talk about those days, Austin.
Podcasts that no one else would watch.
We don't talk about those days, Austin.
But I just did.
We don't.
Don't worry. I forgot those podcasts exist. It's like whenever you visit your relative and they're like, "Oh, I miss you." It's like, I forgot you exist.
I thought you were gonna say gorilla.
Your gorilla. Hey,
Why would I
how are you? Oh.
Why would I forget about my gorilla? I love gorillas. They're cool pets.
I feel like for me though, it's just like the experience I gained from like the 2 that I was on that like ultimately ended within a year was like, I guess just be natural with like what you're talking about. Just talk about something that will be considered, I guess, timeless and just not interrupt one another.
And CatBit was probably like, "Yep, never gonna do podcasts again." Starts this one.
You bitch ass bitch.
I never learn.
No,
He didn't.
this podcast made you realize. You know what? I hate my friends.
That's every podcast. You realize you hate your fucking friends.
Oh my god. There's so many
I
episodes.
don't think Random and I hate each other.
Well, that's good for you, but literally I remember when I used to edit these podcasts, sometimes I'm just like, you know what? I fucking hate my friends. Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
No, I would never do that. Kind of. No, I'm just joking.
But here's
I
the
like
thing.
people.
What are we gonna do when the day comes?
Okay.
I have footage of you guys saying. I have scenes on Audacity of you being racist, so I can't say with that footage. No.
I say like the biggest example of like people showing how much they hate one another was like that one podcast that I'm not gonna say the name too for Trench's sake, but I think like a lot of people know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, we all know.
Yeah, I say like
podcast.
Yeah, I was gonna say too. I was like, Pizza Party Podcast. I'm sorry, everyone. No one cares about that podcast.
It's dead anymore.
I see like the downfall. I feel like the day this podcast would eventually make its downfall is like the day we end up getting like a fucking infamous diaper for Ron, and just like spend an hour just talking about fetish.
Oh god.
What if we get?
We almost got like someone infamous on, but like we
Oh
didn't.
yeah, that's right. We tried to get the Wonder Boy on.
Yeah, the Wonder Bread guy.
Don't say the Wonder Bread because like he's gonna know we're talking about him.
Wonder
Yeah,
Bread
remember-
guy, you ain't shit.
Remember-
You're a weirdo. You're a freak.
Said the freak. Anyway, so I remember this one time. I think he tweeted at me, and I was like, "Wait, who's this asshole?" And I was like, "Who are you?" He's like, "I'm the Wonder Bread guy." I was like, "Oh, you're that guy." Yeah. And I was like, "Yeah, we should have you on." And then this pussy over here, looking at CatBit, there's an actual cat, by the way, not so to my friend. I would never. That's discrimination. So, anyways, this cocksucking pussy was like, "No, let's not have him on the podcast." I'm like, "But he's funny," and you were like, "No." I was like, "You okay?"
How do you think? I feel like the funniest thing to me, though, in my opinion, regarding this podcast, it's like the spin-off Jack's Corner is like the most has the most popular viewed video on the channel.
Yeah, that's because Jacob's cool and we're not.
I wish we could talk to the Jacob from Jack's Corner.
I wish we can reminisce about the time he was upset about characters having 4 fingers.
The Rugrats.
Yeah. So why did we do this podcast? I forgot. Were we in it for the money? 'Cause I was in it for the money.
I was in it for just having friends because I'm a lonely loser.
You just asked me to come on, and I was like, sure.
I wanted to start a podcast because like I kind of had a falling out with one of the with someone who was with another podcast, and like I just felt like I've had enough with drama. Like I want to do a podcast where like me and some friends can just like be ourselves, and like we can just like be our own bosses and just like have fun doing it.
But we hate
Yeah.
ourselves. How can we be ourselves when we're something we hate?
And I sometimes have fun in this podcast, not all the time. No, I have fun.
Nah, but it's like I feel like the experience I gained like since like the beginning of this to like where we are now, it's like I do like admit that like I'm kind of ashamed of like how the older videos came out because I feel like I could have done better with the audio editing.
It's a new year. We can definitely like improve.
Yeah, I remember I was like that too, because I was like, I feel like this episode could be better if it was edited more. And like, I was like, can I edit the video and stuff? And then I started, but then like, I was busy with college, and so CatBit took over. But I like to edit it because it's like, it feels rewarding. Even if editing a podcast can take a day sometimes.
I feel like for me though, it's like the big struggle I'm probably gonna have regarding like potentially editing this show this year is like not only do I have to deal with 2 colleges, but the thing that I've been planning to do for almost 5 years now, my comic has finally been released, and now that's like one of my main priorities for each month.
Hell yeah! It was epic.
I finally got Boomer and Ardenius out.
Yeah, plug it. Show it.
I could finally die in peace.
Can you wait? Like, aren't you also finishing up issue 2 right now?
Oh no, issue 2 already is finished. It's coming out this Tuesday.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, I want it now.
Fuck yeah, dude. You need to advert it on my server, man. I want everyone to see that shit.
I think like for me though is like I kind of just want to like gain some experience just like making this because like I don't know, like I kind of want to do something like incredibly ambitious by the end of the series run because like I do have like something like a very ambitious storyline planned out for the end of it.
I can't wait.
Why not like have an animated segment?
An animated segment?
Yeah, or maybe an audio like comic.
Oh, you mean like one of those like videos where they animate the comic, kind of like whenever someone does like one of those shitty comic dubs.
Yeah, I mean, I have friends who do it.
I've seen a few cool ones, but
like I have like a friend like named Jane. She has like a comic called Mystery Meat, and she's starting a new one called Mismatched, and she has like comic dubs and everything. Go follow her. Here's like a link down below.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I guess like since regarding like artwork and whatnot, like what have you guys been doing like art wise, if I can ask?
Are you talking about like when the year like 2021 started?
Yeah, like because random like you're allowed to like speak about the thing with the NDA, right?
Oh yeah, like I think like it's easy to talk about. So I got to like direct a music video for a band called the Ghost Club, and that should be coming out pretty soon. I think like at the end of the month. I think like it'll be out when like the podcast is out.
Yeah.
So yeah, like the Ghost Club like asked me to like do a music video for him, and this was like my first time I was actually a director of an animation production. So I got to hire like all the people I kind of wanted. I got everyone to like put in like their like work in. It was just like a really good experience just to like be in charge of like many talented artists, and seeing it all come together was just all worth it.
Am I allowed to say that the parts I've seen, I was like, oh, it looks so cool, and like it's so well animated?
Thank you.
Am I allowed to say that?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I don't want to say like, you showing your friends stuff you're not supposed to see yet? Like, no.
Okay, so like the guy who runs the band says like it's not super like he was like not picky. He was like, yeah, like if you want to show like some of your friends, just like don't post anything online like on Twitter or like Instagram or anything, like you're good. So like if I'm showing in like a private Discord, it'd be like, hey, check this out, like what do you think?
Yeah, I remember you post that in my server. I was like, hey, this is pretty cool.
Pretty damn super cool.
Yeah, and like because of that, I kind of got like a studio open.
Nice.
And we're planning on doing more stuff. And we actually got like a couple things going on right now. Yeah, like and they're both like Hollywood stuff.
Damn, son.
You're gonna be getting some money.
Yeah, so I got like this gig where I'm just doing visual development and doing an opening for like a movie that's coming out. And now like I just got like a call literally last night to do like storyboards for like a TV show or a music video.
Dude, like I'm genuinely proud of you.
And it's
hell yeah, man.
And here's the thing, like they're both like live action stuff.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, that's right. You remember you told me that.
Yeah, and like and it's surprising like that this is what I'm doing, but I still enjoy what I'm doing, and I'm also like doing more commissions for like more bands too. And I just hope to like just keep doing it.
Better. Don't ever give up that talent, boy. I'll kick your ass.
Yeah. We'll come give you a beat, especially if you don't give us gigs.
You're pathetic.
I know. I know, but hey, work is work.
How about you, Shane? What have you done art-wise, if I can ask?
Well, I've learned to take more breaks from art because last year I was really pressuring myself. It was getting very depressing, very pathetic, and I'm like, why am I doing this? Why am I pressuring myself? And so I've learned to take more breaks. In fact, I actually took a 2-week break, and it felt really good. And my art, I noticed, was getting slightly better. Because I remember when I was pressuring myself, I felt like my art was getting worse. I think I just had a problem just trying to get myself out there more, which I still have. I'm still a nobody. But I'm starting to realize, like, I kind of like that I'm a nobody on Twitter, if that makes sense. And granted, I would love to, like, you know, have people actually see my stuff, because I feel like, it's hard. I don't know, I'm just trying to hopefully get out there more with my art and stuff, and, like, also do things.
I mean, like, I have, like, a lot of friends in the industry who barely has a presence online. Like, on their, like, art accounts. Like, they barely got, like, 500 followers, but yet, like, they're working on, like, stuff on CBS. They did, like, Titmouse stuff. And I'm like, it's such a shame. Like, you guys got great work, and, like, you guys are, like, getting constant work. I'm surprised, like, you guys don't really have followers. And then I think because of that, like, I kind of realized that maybe, like, followers don't really matter as long as, like, the work's good.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a double-edged sword kind of thing. Like followers shouldn't, like, determine, like, how good you are as an artist, but, like, you have that craving feeling that you want to be seen because you work so hard.
I had that. And I got to a point where it got really pathetic for me. I'm just like, no.
I feel like for me, from my experience, because I've kind of been fucked over by a couple of popular artists on, like, social media. It's like most of the time, like, most of the popular artists, and I'm not saying, like, all of them, I'm saying, like, most of them, a lot of the work is really not that good, and, like, I feel like they just take the high they just let the numbers go to their head and, like, use that as an excuse to be complete assholes to people.
I mean, look at, like, Animator 320. He had, like, a shit ton of followers, and his art was garbage.
Yeah, see, I feel bad shitting on someone's art, but this guy's a pedophile, so I don't really feel bad. But it's like, I've always just genuinely wondered, what was it that people saw in his work? Exactly, because his artwork is not great at all. His colors are horrible. His eyes are creepy. All of his characters look like cardboard cutouts, and, like, half the time his backgrounds look like they're drawn in MS Paint. So it's like, I've always wondered, like, what did people see? Like, they felt sorry for him? Like, were they lying? Were they mentally? What the fuck?
I don't know. It's like, I think it's like one of those ordeals where, like, people just, like, only like these people, like these guys, because of their personalities, and that's it.
Yeah, but look how great that happened.
Austin.
Yes.
What have you done as art wise, or, like, can I consider, like, voice acting artwork, because, like, that's technically considered artistry per se?
Well, I've actually been taking a break from a lot of things to get back into writing. I've been trying to score interviews with people, such as, like, people who are famous online, just for all that stuff. I've been trying to just hang out, just, like, because working on that Gorillaz pilot thing kind of did something to my brain that I'd really not get into, but I've been getting back into that.
Hope it goes well.
Yeah. Well, I have faith in it.
I'm already starting episode 2 script, so...
Are you allowed to do this?
I don't know, like, as long as we don't, like, bastardize the creations and it's a fan video for fun.
I'd say it's, like, one of those ordeals where, like, it's just a fan... It's, like, it's, like, a fan cartoon, so it's, like, there won't be any issues.
No money off of it, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like, I have a lot of faith in it.
Plus, I'm making my own short film, animated one, but it's going to be CGI animated, so that's going to be fun. And I'm just actually trying to create a horror comedy that's just from the perspective of both the villain and the heroes, and just how ridiculous the situation is. Because I always like to imagine the villains, like, when the heroes always set up traps for the killer, and they're just like, Jesus Christ, who the fuck are these people, Rambo? Because even Stone Cold Killers are like, I'm gonna cut you on the... Holy fuck, is that in there? Fuck. Just like that's that brief moment of humanity. Just like,
It's like, oh my god.
oh my god.
That's
Other than that, I've also just been watching a lot of anime. Like I've just now gotten into a Demon Slayer, and I love it.
I don't know
wish I could
anything
get into
about
the
it.
Oh, go on.
Yeah, I just never got into Demon Slayer. Mainly because, like, I just know what it is. I just never got a chance to watch it because I'm so busy. That's kind of why I don't really watch that much anime, because, like, I don't have time to, like, just, like draw and read subtitles at the same time.
I feel like for me though, it's like I just essentially like stopped watching like TV for like months now because like I think like to quote that one who was the guy who worked on the animation for Roger Rabbit?
Richard Williams?
Yeah.
Richard Williams. Like to quote like one of his superiors, like I'm not smart enough to do things at the same time.
Oh, Milk Hall?
Yeah.
I feel that.
I would like to work with Random again, so that means something.
What's it going to cost you?
I give you my sister's soul because I don't like this.
Ew, I don't want to use Soul.
She's not used. She's not using it much.
Oh.
I have no uses for souls.
Sacrifice her.
I wish it was.
Pay the troll toll to get this boy's soul.
I'm not a fan of souls. The only kind of ink I only take regular income or fresh souls.
I gave you a voice. Jeez.
I only take fresh souls.
You gotta pay the random soul to get in this boy's soul.
I say like the only other thing that I did like during the break was like I was playing a lot of like the Medieval and Tony Hawk Pro Skater remake.
I wish I could play the Medieval remake. I played bits of it and I love it, but my dad's busy playing Assassin's Creed, and I know Assassin's Creed one of those games where it's like, I don't know how saving works, but I don't want to actually like mess up his save file, so I'll probably just like wait for him to beat the game, and I'll say, hey, can I have the PS4?
Honestly, like, and I'm genuine.
It's fight over PS4.
I'm genuine when I say this. Like, I feel like the Medieval remake has to be one of my favorite PS4 games I played last year.
Yeah, it sucks that Sony didn't really care about it.
It's like, this is like the most faithful remake I've ever played of like a PS1 original. Like no joke, this feels like one-to-one to the original while fixing some of the problems. And do you want me to spoil this, or?
I mean, there's not really a spoiler for that game, plus I already know about the ending and all that.
No, like, one of the things is, like, if you actually, so, like, there's like a side mission in the game where, like, you find these lost souls and you, like, have to accomplish, like, one of their,
Basically, you gotta collect souls, and that's what gets you to unlock the PS1 version of the game.
Yeah, like, you have to say the boy's soul, weren't you?
No, you have to find these souls, finish what they've always wanted to finish before they died, and then once you do that with all the spirits, like you end up getting the original PS1 game.
Yeah, I remember I saw that. I was like, oh, that's really cool. I wish more games did that.
Yeah, I wish so too. I'm actually playing like a game that's kind of like a successor to Medieval. It's called Pumpkinhead.
Does the character also have one eye and no jaw?
No, he's got no eyes. He's just like a pumpkin head.
Sir Daniel has no jaw.
Yeah, like, so this game, Pumpkin Jack, takes a lot of influence from, like, Medieval, and it's, like, its own story. So, the devil's bored, he's terrorizing this town, and they get, like, this magician to stop him. So the devil brings back this, like, trickster named Jack to, like, destroy, like, this wizard. And you just gotta, like, fight, like, skeletons, the undead, do a bunch of puzzles. And really cool platforming.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the game's fun. It was made by one guy, too.
Damn, that's impressive.
Not gonna lie, just like looking at this, it kind of like reminds me of like Hat in Time, where like it feels like a proper successor to like games from like a certain time period. Like I haven't played Hat in Time yet, but like I've been really wanting to get into that game for a while.
Yeah, I want to play that too, because I thought that'd be really nice. But what kind of sucks is that, I don't know, I'm always just too busy, and I don't really have enough money for games sometimes.
Yeah, we're
I know
all
there's-
getting busy these days. You know, it's part of life, though. It's like once you get older, you start to realize that, hey, that your life is expanding and all that stuff. Like I forgot to tell you guys this. My voice is now being used in major TV stuff in my town. So
Ooh,
it's really
nice.
taking a lot of stuff. So I got to do ads for people. I got to do all that. I can't say for what, but it's like, yeah, it's pretty nice to have that. But it also makes you busy to stay away from your YouTube channel. And honestly, as I get older, I'm kind of wanting to do that more than my YouTube stuff because, like, there's only so many times you can dub a comic book before you're hungry for something else.
Oh yeah, that's kind of also why I also got like a full-time animation job like on the line, but I'm using that mostly for like bills and stuff, and also so I can like save monies for like my studio so we can do more personal stuff.
Honestly, I can't wait to like see what you got in store for like this animation for like this future animation gig.
Oh yeah, like I'm actually really excited for it. It's awesome.
It's gonna be hella awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I say like another thing since like this is kind of like related to like indie games because like good God, I've been playing a lot of indie games. I've been playing a lot of indie games last year.
Really?
Do you find it sad that the indie games that are based off of something put more effort into it instead of like the actual game that the indie game is influenced by?
I feel like it's more sadder that the fact that like indie developers are making games that have heart nowadays as opposed to like the AAA studios to just like pump out the same soulless game every year.
I think about this scene from Oni Plays that Tomar mentioned something like that where what happened is like how there's that Sandshrew Valley game.
Oh, Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry. There's that Stardew Valley, which is influenced by Harvest Moon. But Stardew Valley did so much updates, and all of a sudden, like they made the game so much better than Harvest Moon that you can't really go back to Harvest Moon. And like even now, because I think I heard like apparently the new Harvest Moon games suck, so it doesn't make you want to go back to that one too.
I say like another travesty regarding this. It's like sometimes like there's some game studios that just like refuse to like bring back their dead IPs. Like I'm happy to see that like Earthworm Jim is like hopefully making a comeback this year. But it's like the thing that bothers me is like with these older properties, it's like these companies that like hold them like they would just like have a stranglehold on these IPs and would just like rather sit on them as opposed to like make something with them.
Yeah, it's like when they do, they have some stupid excuse. Like it's like, oh, we have Earthworm Jim, but like there isn't like, oh, we're gonna have on this new console. It's like, why are you making a console at this point? I feel so. I think it's a bad idea for game studios to make consoles because nobody's gonna buy them. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
you might have like a few people, but that's just a few. You might as well just like let Nintendo and Sony Xbox make the console while you just put the games on the console.
Yeah,
Or just put on Steam.
It's like how there are people out there that are just like begging to see Sega make another system, but it's like
they're never gonna because Sega sucks ass.
Have you seen the shit they've done in the 90s?
Exactly. Can you feel it sometimes? It's just blah blah blah. Living in the city. No.
It's like a roller coaster.
And welcome to Sonic. We make games, I think. Alright. What the
We
fuck
make
is a
tennis
Sonic?
shoe games.
Chris Chan is dead.
Yeah.
Oh no, Chris Chan's gone. Like mentally, Chris is gone.
Oh my God! Speaking of Chris Chan, I was actually listening. I was listening to a lot of like Yeah, I was listening to the whole documentary throughout like December. Like
like the Geno Samuel one. I remember you telling you like messaging me all about it.
We should have him on here next time.
Geno?
Yeah, I want to talk to Geno.
He seems really cool. Also, his music's really good.
Geno.
He's the guy who made the Chris Chan documentary.
Oh, I think I've seen a few of those.
Yeah, like he's also a really talented musician too.
It's just funny that there's so much documentaries of Chris Chan than there are the Beatles.
Yeah,
There's so much more documentation on Chris Chan than there is with like the U.S. presidents.
kind of like we know more about Chris Chan than like George Washington.
We know more about Chris Chan than Abraham Lincoln.
We know more
And it's
about
not
Chris
like-
Chan than Jesus.
It's not like Christina's life is interesting. It's just that Christina does terrible to weird things, and people are fascinated by it. And I like to think that Christina knows this and is just given into that.
I think another thing, like you're starting to notice in like the current era that they're doing in the documentary, we're kind of in like the 2015 to 2016 era. So
Yeah, Chris just refuses to learn from her mistakes.
yeah, like that's the thing with like
Well,
Christine,
because that doesn't get
she
to you.
refuses to learn. Like you just realize Chris never really grew as a person.
She would make a perfect Always Sunny in Philadelphia character, honestly.
You know,
She's
it's like
the
the
snail.
sadder. You know, it's like the sadder thing though. And I actually read this through like the comments of like when I was listening to like the episode where like she makes the GameStop employee.
Oh no.
Apparently somebody made the connection that that same GameStop used to be the KB Toys that Chris won that Sonic the Hedgehog contest.
I saw that comment and my mind just fucking blew.
Well,
you,
random-
you basically killed the thing that made you. Why would you do that?
What
Because
did you say, random?
No, like I love how that one era just like was at Chris's highest high and his lowest low.
Just like Sonic.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
his
like the,
life was already the lowest of the lows.
Chris Chan is basically an Always Sunny Philadelphia character mixed with BoJack, but more depressing if you can get that.
Yeah.
Dude,
If you-
even the
if you can
trolls
believe
that
that.
made it their mission to fuck with him are like, this is pathetic.
Oh yeah, CatBit, I never told you this. So I remember like I asked you one time how like the documentary's treating you, and you just sent me like this weird SpongeBob like image of him getting tossed in the air. And like I don't know why, I thought that was so funny. I kind of always go back to it sometimes if I want a good laugh.
Yeah, like no, like I decided to like just as a way to like fuck with some friends of mine, like I would just like randomly send them out of context SpongeBob images. Like so like this one friend of mine's like I introduced her to Nessie yesterday. She's making this one friend of mine sounds like an indie game that's like a dating sim. I definitely recommend it because like she deserves all the support, because I feel like she deserves a lot of support for it.
Oh, that's awesome. I heard Nessie like talking about it to me like last night because like we were like having kind of like a meeting for like this thing we're working on.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So like I remember like at midnight when she just went home and like she was at the verge of like going to sleep, I just randomly sent her like a fucking SpongeBob shit post and she was just like losing her mind for 10 minutes.
Wait, what's the shit post? I want to see it now.
It was like this. So like it was this one SpongeBob image that I just sent her like in like the middle of midnight. And it's like the funniest thing. It was like really funny how like she reacted to it.
I want to see it.
Hold on, I'm looking for it. No, like she's a really cool person. Like Nessie actually like told me that like she's probably like one of the coolest people that she actually got a chance to meet yesterday.
You said that to me too. I fucking love that.
I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty funny. You get 5 stars, CatBit.
Oh, good. Like I actually have like a collection of like out of context SpongeBob images.
Yeah, okay, so this is the image CatBit sent me when I was like, hey, so how's the documentary treating you? And he just sends me this.
I don't know why, it just reminds me of Bind of Isaac, like when he's standing still like that.
Why do I have to tell you how much Mario is better than that stupid thing you like?
I remembered one time on Twitter, someone said like, I'm just not realizing Mario and Sonic, even though Mario's better than Sonic. Gosh darn it, I'm like, I want to say to him, Mario's always better than Sonic, pussy. What are you talking about?
Like this image right here is like every time like I talk like how SpongeBob is in this image, like that's basically me every time I talk about Mario.
Lol. Game
Lol.
theory. A lol in the start.
Just a theory, a game theory.
I feel like with Mario, like with quality, like Mario's always just had like consistent good moments. Like there's no like really like super highs or like really big dips. It's just like consistent, which is sometimes pretty good. And then Sonic's just up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 down.
Up, down, down, left, right, B8 start.
That's literally the consistency of like how good Sonic can be.
I feel like the sad thing with Sonic is like the only reason this is like this is because like the people who are like currently in charge of it, like the staff over in Japan, like they really don't give a shit about the character. Like the only thing they care about is like being in charge, and that's it.
They just want it for the money.
Like the shit storm that happened with like the development of Sonic Boom, like I feel like the sad thing is like the Japanese studio was like, you stupid Americans don't know what you're doing. Do it how we want it to be.
So make it ass?
Yes.
I'm gonna give Sonic one more chance. Because, like, if they make a new Sonic game and it's not really that good, I think I'm just done with them.
To be honest, I kind of lost faith in Sonic once Sonic Forces came out. And, like, I'm noticing that they always just have a pattern. Like, Sonic will have a game that you think to yourselves, hey, this game's actually really good. And it has potential, and who knows, it could help the franchise. And then they make another game that you say to yourself, never mind. And then make another one. And then the same thing, like Sonic Mania was a good game. And then Sonic Forces came out, that bombed. And then the Sonic movie came out, and it was actually a real great film. And you're thinking like, okay, maybe it does have potential, but I get the film there won't be any potential.
We can't. I just want consistency with that.
There won't be.
I feel like the sad thing with Sonic is like this is the video game equivalent of insanity.
No, I feel like the equivalent of someone who just keeps saying that they're gonna quit drinking. They go to rehab. They're like, I feel better, but then they just go back into their.
Oh yeah, like I was thinking the same thing. Like it's like getting clean, relapsing, getting clean again, then relapsing again.
Exactly. It just never helps. They just make themselves worse.
You know, it's like even sadder though.
What?
That like Sonic just like went on hiatus as soon as like Crash Bandicoot just comes back.
Yeah, and Crash is kind of killing it.
Yeah, thank God.
Oh no, like. I feel like the one thing I'm kind of scared for is, like, because, like, Activision was super pissy with, like, the sales of Crash 4 is, like, we'll have another cycle, like, what happened in the 2000s, and, like, we'll end up with another scenario where he ends up getting tattoos again.
Or an uncle.
Tattoos? Oh, yeah, where you got those stupid tribal tattoos, and the one where he looks like a crackhead, right?
We don't talk about those games.
I'm gonna, so, fuck you.
There's so many good game franchises that have either gone on too long or canceled too soon. Like Dead Space canceled too soon. And then you get stuff that just gets beaten into the ground, like the Call of Duty franchise, which is pretty much
I want to
itself again.
I want to talk about the shit Activision did with Call of Duty. So who here has heard of Neversoft?
No,
I've never heard of Neversoft.
Oh, they made a lot of the 2000s Tony Hawk games.
Now I feel bad. Never known Neversoft.
Oh. So basically they got shut down in 2014 after like one of their Guitar Hero games like did poorly sales wise, and like they're now forced to make like assets for like Call of Duty games from like ever since 2014.
That's not fair. Just because they did a bad game that actually gives them the crap in, that ain't right.
They kind of did the same shit to like Vicarious Visions this week, where like they're now they got merged with Blizzard, and now they're gonna be forced to make like assets for like World of Warcraft and Overwatch sequels from here on out.
Oh dear.
Damn. An Overwatch sequel? That's funny. I thought that wasn't gonna be a thing.
I think like for me, what makes it sadder is like Vicarious Visions is the reason Crash Bandicoot made a comeback, so, like as grand as he did. With like the insane remakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and granted, that game, I heard that game's like, it's good, but trying to actually 100% complete is complete bullshit. But besides that, the game's great.
It's the fourth game. The fourth game's the one that has like that problem.
Oh, I know, but I felt like a lot of it's kind of like the older Mario games. Like, I love them, but 100% complete them? Nah.
I every 3D Mario game I get, I always have to 100%.
Why? Why are you doing that to yourself?
Because I need to 100% every Mario game.
I'll 100% my foot up your ass.
Oh shit! It's about to get violent up in here.
I went through the torture of 100% Sunshine in December.
Really? I did it 2 times. What's your excuse, bitch?
That's impressive.
I had to do it with a broken controller.
I don't know, like, for some reason, like, I got 3D All-Stars because, like, I love these games, and I was looking forward to actually playing through them again. I don't know, I think just, like, playing them on, like, a Switch controller doesn't feel right to me. It's one of those things I kind of, like, you know what? I'd rather play, like, Sunshine on an actual GameCube. And Galaxy 2.
I feel like Galaxy was the only one that kind of works, though. It's like, the problem is, like, 64 and Sunshine, like, 64 especially, and I think, like, Some Call Me Johnny brought this up. It's like, the rigidness of the N64 controller just works for Mario 64. Like, any other controller just, like, makes them incredibly cool.
Yeah, that's the thing with, like, the Mario games. Like, they were designed, like, to fit, like, their consoles.
Yeah, like, the controllers were, like, again, like, every single Nintendo system, like, their controllers are, like, designed around Mario. Like, hell, the Joy-Cons exist because of Mario Odyssey.
And you think, like, they wouldn't because, like, the Switch Pro Controller, it's just basically an upgraded GameCube controller, so they should have made it feel like that. But with me, honestly, like, with Mario Sunshine, it feels good for me. I think I have, like, the mentality of I don't really care. I just like the fact that I can play Mario Sunshine forever without the fear of, like, I'm gonna lose it, because I love my GameCube games, but I just hate how Nintendo doesn't realize that people love GameCube, and so there's not really ways to, like, play this game. I could use ROMs, but I'm too scared that I'll mess up my computer.
Yeah, I don't know. My GameCube still works great, so, like, and my copy of Sunshine works, like, just fine.
Oh no, mine does too. I'm just too scared that it's gonna break one day.
Yeah,
I have nothing.
I say, like, though, with, like, the GameCube disc, like, because I've been hearing this from, like, game collectors, store them in jewel cases as soon as possible, because, like, there have been incidents that are happening where, like, a lot of old GameCube games, like, their discs are rotting away and, like, they're no longer working. Because
really? I have a plastic drawer where I put them all in.
Damn.
Like you need, like, no, because, like, the GameCube discs were, like, made of, like, this incredibly cheap plastic, like, they're rotting away lately, and, like, the only thing that will, like, prevent them from happening is, like, you have to put them in, like, a cool room in, like, a jewel case.
Oh no, like, I live in New York, so it's pretty cold.
I live in my room, and my room's kind of like an igloo, so I'm good.
I'm in the basement because everyone in my house is a-hole, so it's always cold down here, even during summer, so it's okay.
Again, it's like, I feel like, because I remember, like, somebody brought this up when, like, the PS5 was originally announced, or, like, having the idea of, like, letting you play older games, though. It's like, you know, why don't, like, these game companies, like, resell these old games to, like, people who want to replay them again?
I mean, we kind of got that with, like, PlayStation Now.
Yeah, but what kind of sucks is that in the PlayStation 3 store, like, the quality sucks, and you kind of figure that they would, like, make it cleaner for an HD TV, but they didn't.
Yeah.
No, like, they reprint the old games, but, like the old games on, like, CDs and whatnot, but, like, you can play them on your modern systems, or, like refurbished versions of, like, these older systems, and, like, you can just, like, play them again brand new.
I feel like they should, like, really do that. I think PlayStation's doing a pretty good job with that. Nintendo, somewhat.
No. Yeah, I love Nintendo, but they're really horrible at, like, I told Nintendo. I was talking to this with my friend Michael, but, like, Nintendo has a problem of having these ideas that aren't theirs, and you think that they should totally do it. They're like, nah, we're not gonna. Like, the whole online thing with playing old games, like, I love that. The problem is, there's not that many games that you actually would really actually play. Like, the only games that I have on, like, the Super Nintendo is, like, Link to the Past, Yoshi's Island, Mario World. That's really what I really play on there. Like, I wish they had, like, Earthbound, or a lot of the RPG games, or Mario RPG. Like, freaking, I want Mario RPG on the Switch.
Yeah, that's the thing with Nintendo. They only have the really big ones and not like other games, kind of like Earthbound or Mario RPG.
Don't you tell me that they can't do it because of the rights? Bullshit.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm pretty sure they're like, hey, we're gonna put Zombies Ate My Neighbors on the Switch. No one complained, not even the company. Like, who cares? You know?
I feel like the sad thing is somebody kind of brought this up regarding it feels like somebody at Nintendo just really hates the idea of people wanting to play their older games on newer systems.
That's so stupid because isn't that a good thing that people are playing your old stuff, you dumbasses?
It's this was the tweet that I was referring to, where the idea that I want to see where old games are being reprinted on new cases and you can just play them again in your new systems.
You know what's a theory I have is I think Nintendo would be less shitty if a lot of these higher ups in Nintendo would just die. I know that sounds horrible, but it's kind of just the truth, honestly.
I feel like for me,
I love the awkward sound. Damn, Shane, you're sad. I was like, yeah, I'm just saying the truth, bitch.
I just feel for me though, it's I just want to play I just want to play my PlayStation 2 games on a PS5 because my PS2 just fucking bricked on me last year, and I'm super pissed.
That's sad because honestly, I think the PS2 is probably the best PlayStation system.
Oh no, the PS2 is my favorite PlayStation console of all time.
Yeah, I think it is the best one.
Yeah, too bad the ones I've had are broken pieces of shit.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest though. Do you know the PS2 Slim?
Yeah.
That's the biggest upgrade I've ever seen.
What do they do?
They just slimmed it down. It's really bad at reading discs because of how slim it is. It dies really easily, and then there's the brick PS2, the fat one that can last you for a good long time.
Big fat boy.
Yeah,
big boy, the biggest boy.
That's the only way for consoles to survive. You just got to make them fat and chunky.
Yeah, it's
big chunky.
Also, can you make sure to make the consoles where you can lie them down, not have them stand up? Because having consoles that stand up always scare me.
Oh no, honestly, when the PS5 was announced, I was scared because there has to. Can I lie this thing down? I'm too scared that I might knock this thing over.
I'm kind of scared with the PS5 design. I'm it kind of looks like it was made to stand up, but I feel it's too big of a behemoth to lay down.
Apparently this thing is bigger than a PS4 and the Xbox One combined.
Jesus!
Through that noise.
This is there's an image of a coffee table just to show how big the PS5 is.
Yeah, I'm sticking with my PC.
Yeah, I'm just sticking to just not really getting it because there's not really any games that interest me in getting a PS5. I mean, there is the Oddworld game, but I get the feeling that that's going to be on the PS4, and they'll say well, the PS5 version's better because of graphics. I can't tell, and I don't really care.
I remember
You say that, but then the next thing you know.
No,
I feel for me though, I would rather just wait for a price drop because that's how I got the PS4. I just waited for a price drop.
Yeah, honestly, PlayStation is really good with price drops, and then there's Nintendo who's no.
Price drops? What's that?
I want to play Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, but it's why are you charging $60 for
I think still having that game at $60 is a crime.
Yeah. I remember you and I, Random, we were talking about, because I was playing Ocarina of Time just because I was like, why not? Because I never actually beaten the game. And I remember we talked about Link's Awakening and how the Switch version, why is that version $60?
Yeah, that's why I didn't get it, because I love Link's Awakening, and I'm so glad it got the remake treatment, but I'm that game's not worth $60.
Yeah,
why are you charging playing these games?
I get that. Okay, yeah, it looks nice, it looks gorgeous, it looks beautiful, but all in all, it's a remake of a freaking Game Boy game that you can beat in a day. I don't mind $20 or $30, but $60, I'll just probably wait and 2 more years. when
Honestly,
feel
I
like
can
it would-
imagine like it being 40. If it was 40, I'll be like, all right, fine, sure.
Nah,
No,
I think
no, I
40 is
feel
too
like-
much.
I feel like 30 at best is like the best you can get, like you can charge this game for, because like the Medieval remake was charged at $30 when it was brand new.
Yeah, like honestly, I think like 30 would probably be the best price for it.
I think like the issue with Nintendo is like, because I actually heard this through like a Business Insider, that like their excuse for like charging games at $60 is just like, well, people will probably buy these games in an instant. Plus, like they'll think it's high quality. They'll spend that much money on it.
You mean Mario 3D All Stars?
Oh. You know, my favorite thing is when they had those videos on their channel where it's like, why do you love this game? I love Mario All Stars because if I don't, it'll go away on March the 31st.
Yeah.
I just want an excuse to play Yahtzee without taking out the Wii.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
Remember when like SpongeBob Rehydrated come out?
Yeah, it was $30 brand new.
Yeah, and honestly, I think that's the perfect price for it because there's so much stuff you can do with it. Like, it's like a good amount of like time to play through it, even though
Yeah,
it's an old
plus-
game. Like, they still did like a lot to it.
Yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like SpongeBob and the Medieval remake are like the best example of like charging another
Yeah.
game. Just
Also, like the Destroy All Humans remake was pretty fun.
Wasn't
Oh,
that $40 too?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
I think that's
Yeah,
worth the price.
yeah,
Yeah.
Destroy All Humans was 40, Medieval and SpongeBob were 30.
Although, I will say, Destroy All Humans miss a great opportunity because in the game you can get these skins. I would really love it if they had the original Crypto skin from the old games. Like, that'd be fun just to play as a character with, like, a little bit low poly while you're surrounded by an HD graphical world. It's just funny to
Yeah,
me.
that's actually really like woodwork. It's like when we were talking about the medieval thing.
Yeah, like, that's a cool feature. Like, I wish, like, more remakes would have cool features like that because it's just cool.
I say like the one game and I actually remember talking about this like one time like around like mid-January, like, is it wrong to admit that I would love to see a Jack and Daxter or like a Sly Cooper remake for the PS5?
You have
What's
no
wrong with
idea.
that?
You have no idea how much I want that.
Dude, like imagine like Jack and Daxter in 4K.
That'd be pretty hell cool.
I know,
It's
right?
pretty fucking sweet. I miss
Like-
Jack and Daxter. It's weird where the series went after one game. Like, it then got darker and more angrier. Even though it started off as a very kind of like Crash Bandicoot style ripoff.
I feel like the funnier thing though, and like they actually explained why the Jack series went from like a cartoony to like dark and edgy, was because like they actually had a focus group testing of like 8-year-olds, and like a bunch of them were like shitting on the game for being cartoony, and like the Naughty Dog devs are just like, well, what kind of games do you guys play? We play Grand Theft Auto. This game is for babies.
God, ah
I
man.
feel like it's like that scene in Back to the Future where like, you mean you have to use your hand? That's like a baby's toy. It's like I would.
And you got
slap
dissed
that
by
child.
Elijah Wood.
Damn.
No, look back. That was child Elijah Wood.
No, I know. I saw a facts video about it.
Oh yeah, you mean like
I feel
the
like
adult
the-
penguin from Happy Feet?
Oh, you mean the guy from Wilfred?
I feel like the funnier thing though, like Jack and Daxter just becoming dark and angsty was like how ironically funny it is because of it.
I'm gonna kill Praxis.
I'm gonna kill Praxis.
Do they do the
So,
thing
yeah,
where
that's
like
great.
it's like supposed to be bad, or they just like, no, we're being serious. You guys gotta take this serious. Like, no.
No.
I mean, you have Dax. I mean, like, one of the jokes in like the second game is like, Jack and Daxter meet like this one girl in New Haven, and like Daxter's just like trying to like trying to like pay attention to her, but like all he is just like focused on her tits.
Oh, you wanna know something else? Do you remember in like Rehydrated, like they didn't replace Mr. Krabs' voice with Clancy Brown?
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
just called him like imitation Krabs. And I'm like, the reason why he wasn't in the original Battle for Bikini Bottom is because he was really busy working on Jack 2. And they could have easily gotten him to like re-record lines. Like his Mr. Krabs still sounds good. So I'm like, what's the
Yeah.
problem? And I'm like,
And I get,
does Naughty Dog still have him hostage to still do Jack 2?
and the thing is, like, I get because, like, you know, there's remakes where it's like, they'll add a few things, but people don't like that. And like they'll be like, but I missed this. But do you really think someone or anyone's gonna miss like the Mr. Krabs audio from like the first game? Like, no offense to the guy, but even as a kid, I knew something don't sound right.
Because like
You're
Mr.
not
Krabs
Mr.
is
Krabs.
already have an iconic voice. Of course, it's gonna throw you
Exactly.
off.
Yeah, it's like the guy that they have for like Rehydrated, like for Balfour Bikini Bottom, like that voice just doesn't fit Mr. Krabs. Like I'm just like I remember when I was first playing this, I was like, "You're not Mr. Krabs, you're Cheapy McCheapskate."
Yeah, like also with like Mermaid Man, but like I know they can't do
That's
it because they couldn't do that.
Yeah.
That's understandable. But like not getting the original Mr. Krabs, I think that was no excuse.
And Clancy Brown is still alive, and like he's doing good. Like he's in healthy shape.
Yeah, and he's
one
still
of those,
doing
like,
Mr. Krabs well.
He's like Ron Perlman, where he's like a buff old grandpa.
I feel like the thing is, and actually I've been hearing like some, because like some of the people who actually worked on Rehydrate have been coming out. It's like Nickelodeon was like really stingy towards these people. Like they weren't even allowed to remake the game when like the game was actually being developed around the time the teaser trailer was released in E3 of 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember people saying like, "Oh, this game sucks," and didn't put in the effort. It's like, no, they did put effort. It's just Nick's fault.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
it's like-
it could have been better
Yeah.
if like Nick wasn't
Yeah.
like an asshole to them.
Exactly.
It's
I
just
remember-
like again.
Remember the one flaw I remember I had was like the colors were a little too saturated, but they fixed it later on. I think.
I think like only in certain places like where the saturation kind of doesn't work, but like in like certain areas it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh no, like the remake looks phenomenal. Like I never grew up with Balfour Bikini Bottom. Like a lot of friends like really begged me to play the game, but it's like honestly, I'm kind of upset that like I never like it took me this long to actually play it.
I remember me and Acidia, like we both got like Rehydrated together, and we were just like playing through it, like having probably the best time because like both of us like played it, but we didn't have like a full experience of it because she had the PC version.
Oh no, that poor woman.
Yeah, and like I wasn't allowed to have like Balfour Bikini Bottom because I remember the chance I had it, I was only allowed to have either the SpongeBob movie game or Balfour Bikini Bottom, and I chose the movie game.
No.
But like I had a friend who had the game and we played it there.
Yeah, plus I heard the movie game was fun for what
Oh no, I love the movie game. I think it's like
Yeah.
SpongeBob like during that era nailed it with games.
Yeah, I think
I
there's like a time when like, hey, let's put effort into these games that are based off of movies because there's like the Simpsons games, which, hey, dumbasses, remake that game.
Please, I want a hit and run like remastered.
Oh shit! I actually wanted to bring this up.
What?
EA kind of lost the license to Star Wars.
Let's
Oh
celebrate
no,
with
what a
drugs.
loss.
Yeah, no more
And-
microtransactions. Also, if you're gonna make a Battlefront game without EA, can you put some Gungans as a custom skin?
Aren't they making like a
Yeah, so this-
open world Star Wars game?
No, I just
Yeah,
want
like
like
a-
another Battlefront game, but with more like basically what Dice's version, but less half-assed.
No,
There was
because
supposed
like
to be a Star Wars game from a subsidiary, I think, of EA by the people who made Dead Space. It was supposed to be like a bounty hunter, like Mando game.
That actually
Or
sounds
Boba
really
Fett
good.
was supposed to cameo.
That'd be cool because, in my personal opinion, I think Mandalorian made Star Wars awesome again. I feel like here's my theory. The movies from Disney sucked, and the guy who made Elf, he said, "Hey, hold my beer. Let me make Star Wars badass," and look what happened.
I feel like Star Wars' future from here on out is just like TV shows because like I've been
felt
hearing
that
like a
same
lot of
too,
good things.
honestly.
No, because like I've been like even like some people who never liked Star Wars, like they've been telling me, dude, please watch The Mandalorian. It is such a great show.
Oh no, it is a great show.
Oh my god, CatBit. You know what's so funny that you said that? Is
Mhm.
my friend... So my mom, she's not like a big Star Wars fan, but my dad was like, "Oh, sweetie, you should watch Mandalorian. It's pretty cool." And she was like, "Okay, fine." So he started watching it, and she actually loves it. And she loves it so much. Is the one sound effect in Mandalorian that goes wee 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 wee?
Yeah.
That sound. Okay, so I actually got that as a text tone. So like whenever I text her, that's the noise she made. That's their notification.
That's
for me
cool.
whenever I text her.
Nice.
And like, so literally, I'll say, "Hey, mom, can I get some waffles at the store? A wee. And then it's like, okay. And then also, by the way, a wee, love you. Like, I literally say that just to like mess with her.
Oh yeah. Also, like, I was talking to like my boss, like Chris, in like California. Shout out to him. I love him. He's awesome.
Yeah.
So he had a friend, like, he worked at like Lucas Ranch during like the prequels, and like Shane like told me this thing, and it like sticks in my mind a lot. I feel like the best thing to come out of like George Lucas is if you say no to him, and
Honestly, yes.
because
So we should add all these right here, and maybe do all that.
Shut up,
No.
George Lucas.
because basically he said working at like Lucas Ranch was you couldn't do anything. Like, it was just a nightmare if you speak up.
Damn.
Oh.
Because I remember,
How dare you talk down?
so George Lucas has this huge library, and he had a bunch of people come in, and he was like invited to the meeting. I think it was for either Revenge of the Sith or Attack of the Clones. Like, he just writes it, and he was like, I finished the script, and everyone's like, good, George! Yes, George! And they didn't even read it.
Oh.
And he was like, what the hell?
Oh God! So that's how he ended up with sand. I hate sand. It's too dry and it's everywhere.
Yeah, like,
You know, when
it's weird.
when Anakin's mom died, it turned out that maybe he was a little orphan Annie.
Yeah. I'm gonna be
Vader
honest.
said, you may now laugh at the little orphan Annie
Yeah.
joke.
I'm gonna be honest, like, Phantom Menace isn't that bad, but like Attack of the Clones, that's hot garbage.
Yeah, I
It's
remember.
so bad. It's like a bad video game.
Honestly, like, even though I have a soft spot for the prequels, I think like Attack of the Clones is the one I forget the most. Honestly.
No, I think like as an all-around film, it's just trash.
Yeah, it
I
is.
think
I killed them. I killed them all. Even the children. Even the
babies.
children. Even the babies. I killed the
And
babies.
they had the gall to say, and it still haunts me today.
Speaking of
Yeah,
George
the
Lucas, have you guys been seeing
All I
that
wanted
meme?
was some cereal.
Have you guys been seeing that meme where like George Lucas appears in a documentary?
Yes,
It's like,
that's
what
so
the
funny to me.
fuck?
And you have like the Metal Gear Solid music.
no. So like I bring up Star Wars because like apparently like Disney was like taking away some of like the licenses that EA got from them, and guess what's a Fox cartoon that's owned by Disney.
Family Guy.
That's we might. It means that it means EA no longer has the license to make Simpsons games.
Oh, poor EA.
I mean, to be fair, like they didn't really do a damn thing. All they did was just make that crappy mobile game.
Also, like because of it, like what's another thing? Like Ubisoft's making an open world Mandalorian game, and Bethesda's making like an Indiana Jones game.
Are they gonna have Harrison Ford in the do the voice act in the game, or have someone else? Because Harrison Ford is old as fuck and he doesn't care about anything George
I
Lucas
hate
makes.
everything. I want to kill George Lucas.
I-
Ruined my
Can we
career.
please have, like, if they do make this game, can we have a scene where they betray the shareholders, punch Michael Eisner off the building, and he's falling down the cliff and gets eaten by the crocodiles? Can we have that in
And
full
then-
HD?
And then we beat Harrison Ford to death in his own shoes.
No, it's like okay. So there's like this one scene in like Family Guy where like Peter like frees Stewie from like It's a Small World, and like Michael Eisner, the then president at Disney at the time, was just like going, Kalima, Kalima.
You betrayed the
Oh,
shareholders!
Is that
You
that
betrayed the
episode-
shareholders, Eisner.
Is that the guy who Lord Farquaad was based off of?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did on purpose.
Oh my god.
I am
like-
Michael Eisner. I mean Lord Farquaad.
Go on this quest and I'll give you your swamp. Exactly
Give
the way
me
it was.
Your franchise back.
No.
Do you know what's funny? Like, the Shrek Retold version, Chris Chan was assigned that scene.
Yes. Yes, he was.
Oh god, like
It's me, you're there, and I'll give you.
Wasn't it that like he actually released his scene, even though like you weren't supposed to do that yet?
I think like you could, like it wasn't like a big deal.
Yeah.
Oh, it was like that one time when Kerberford said like, "I'm gonna do a voice in this video game." And
No, that's
like,
no, that's different.
That's different.
That's
like, Turbo
totally
was under
different.
NDA.
So he was NDA from Nintendo, and if you break NDA, game over for you.
Damn.
You essentially lose your job and you're blacklisted from the industry.
Yeah, so
Dumb.
he just pulled the fucking dumbass move right there.
I mean, does anyone really care about what he makes? No one cares about tone.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Anyways, yeah.
Wait, I guess like one thing I want to bring up though, because like this is kind of like regarding like the future for like the channel. One of the things like I'm actually hyped to like be doing like when March comes is like a new show called Comfy Couch TV where like we just watch like the worst YouTube videos, movies, and TV shows.
Can we do a Mike and
Wait, why
Melissa
is it
episode?
stop my videos? Hey!
Shut up.
And we're just like reacting to it.
Yeah, I like those. I like Sarah Sparks trying to watch videos or like I Hate Everything's videos. Like whenever we watch this to search for the worst films, it gives me the giggles.
Like
I think a Jehovah's Witness
like,
one, and the tagline on the DVD is
first.
"Obey."
I feel like I'm actually conflicted on what movie I want us to like start off like on the show with. It's like I'm conflicted on either should we do like TMN Ninja Turtles 3 or Timmy to the Rescue.
What's Timmy to the Rescue again?
Secret Doom 2.
Oh, that's thing. I mean, that's we gotta watch like the real crappy ones. Not like the boring end ones. Like the really crappy ones are the funniest ones, like Elf Bowling or those Christian videos, like all that.
I kind of want to watch Timmy to the Rescue just because like there's this one scene like Jacob told me where like you mishear it and it sounds like the villain just says rubber titty.
He got that because
Rubber
he got that when he watched Nostalgia Critics review of it. That son of a gun.
Timmy Turner presents watching Doug Walker memes.
God damn it.
Hi there, it's me, Timmy Turner, and here's my top 10 favorite Nostalgia Critic moments.
Don't you mean top 11? Because that's to go one step beyond.
Yes, he goes one step beyond.
You gotta do the
Oh
thing.
god, this is like
You gotta do
starting
the thing.
And Crocker's like, hey, Luderman, AVGN fan.
And that's why Crocker was the best character.
No, Timmy Turner deserved to have his godparents taken. He's a terrible person.
Timmy
He's
Turner's the
ruined
kind of
Crocker's
person-
life.
Timmy Turner's the kind of person. Actually, no, the fairies ruined his life. But Timmy Turner's the kind of person who I believe would definitely grow up to be one of those like shitty YouTube pranksters where he's like, I wish I could grab a girl's ass but I get in trouble.
In the hood.
I wish I could save this social experiment. And then like
In
Cosmo,
the hood.
yeah,
It's all in the hood. And it's not even like a rough neighborhood. It's just another person's neighborhood. It's like, that kid is outside our house again.
Should we
You
say
think-
something?
Do you think that like in the Fair Bad Parents world, like Lee Harvey Oswald was actually a child, and he's like, I wish I could assassinate the president.
In the hood.
I guarantee somewhere out there in that world, like the JFK assassination was an inside job with the Fairly Odd Parents.
I know that Cosmo and Wanda actually like talked to like one of their bad children that they had like in their hall of like bad like in one of the episodes like in the castle like they had like this room called the room of bad children and like one of them and like Wanda just goes like Wanda's just like arguing with one of them because like she's actually like the kid was actually wished for World War I to happen.
Do you
So he
think that
wished
was
for the assassination of Archduke Ferdinand. Let's end it all.
This is Comfy CouchCast. I'm CatBit. Who are you guys?
I'm Shane, and I was trying to come up with, I don't know.
I'm random. I think like we're gonna do better this year,
Yes.
or we're gonna die.
I'm Frenchman, and I think that 2021 might be the best neutral year we will ever neutrally have in a way that we can't expect good or bad.
Yeah. Well, see you guys the week after this comes out, or I don't know.
If we're not all dead.
You're gonna die.
You gotta die.
Bye.